This is Dave Meltzer live at Web Summit here in Lisbon, Portugal, and only the best of the best come to Portugal. The best presidents, the best chief product officers. And I don't know if you've heard of this company, but my friend Sean Kim is the president and chief product officer of Kajabi, who's right around the corner from my studio right in Orange County. Welcome to the Playbook.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
So it's interesting because I'm always curious how a company that's so successful can have so much potential to be even more well known. So I don't think Kajabi is as big as a household name as it should be.
That's right.
And that's why I wanted to have you on the podcast is, holy moly, like you've done $4 billion in revenue with your customers, a $2 billion valuation. You've gone from when I met you or your founder, you came over to my studio and I think it was like $60,000 or something. It was so small.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is an unbelievable idea, but it takes a lot to execute on an unbelievable idea, Sean. It takes the chief product officer in order to guide the way. Where did the product start and where is it today that has given it such a great, powerful valuation and capability to make money?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So we initially started by offering the ability for people to create and host video courses to help our creators build a business around that with their audience. And over time, we've added a lot of really amazing functionality such as like email marketing, ability to capture emails, landing pages, funnels, as well as other ways to generate revenue like podcasts, newsletters, and even live stream for coaching. So we've basically built an all-in-one solution that helps knowledge creators market, publish, and sell their digital content. And and it's essentially been an amazing product for these creators because we've built this really amazing community with these creators as well. Now, what's amazing is that when they come in and they say, hey, I want to build this amazing business, the community actually helps them out and says, hey, here's my playbook. Here's how I got to success. Here's how I went from 0 to 1 in terms of building my business, whether it's in fitness or personal development or marketing or whatever the expertise might be. So there's all these amazing creators there that are willing to help you out. We also have all this educational content to get you started as well. And just recently, we acquired a company called Vibely. It was just announced yesterday, by the way.
Congrats.
Yeah, and so this company is a community-driven product. So we've heard time and time again from our customers that they want to have a really robust community experience for their customers so that their customers can learn together. They can encourage each other, motivate each other to, learn and become successful. So it's really hard to do that when you have a Facebook group. You can't really control the content, or you can't really control the outcome. But you have your own personalized community. You can really control everything about that business and have the best experience for your customers. And that's why we bought this company, so we can offer it to our customers.
And I've used Kajabi for a long time, and community has become more and more important.
Right.
And so I'm always looking for the right partner to help build my community, and especially the respect of capturing my essence and building a community of people that resonate, not followers.
Right.
People get confused.
Right.
It's like, Kajabi's going to get me a bunch of followers. I mean, not followers.
That's right.
Much more powerful. They're going to give you sponsors and power sponsors. And what I mean by that, and why you are able and capable of empowering people to make so much money, including me, by the way, thank you, is that you create a community of sponsors, people who know people that can help me, and people that can help me themselves.
Right.
It scales really quickly, as is obvious by your success. But scaling can be also a detriment to a company. And I'm always amazed, as you guys are neighbors of mine, of how you've been able to manage the scaling so quickly from 60,000 to 4 billion, from 2 billion in management. It blows my mind. What were some of the things as the chief product officer and president that you look with to continue the integrity of the solution and the value while you were still growing in a time when it was really difficult to find people?
We, one of the most important things that we do is ensure that we're focused on our North Star metric, which is to help our customers build their business. Like, it's all about customer experience and solving the most meaty customer problem that we can essentially do on behalf of our customers. So, I personally meet with customers every single week, and to talk about like what's their motivations, what's working for them, what's not working for them, why they love the product, why they hate it, right? So I meet with them on an ongoing basis, and I encourage all of my teams to do the exact same thing. And we meet every single month to kind of compile all that information to say, hey, what are the areas that we need to invest in? What are the ways that we can continually improve this experience, improve this product, and scale along with these customers, right? So that's essentially the mantra is like, hey, how do we continually help our customers scale their business, and how do we solve the biggest problem that they have? So that's essentially our North Star metric. Yeah.
And it's amazing because there are so many prioritized critical business issues that you solve, and to be able to prioritize it not only for your company, but to help other content creators, business people do that for themselves is so valuable.
Yeah.
Now, it gets confusing in the marketplace as well. There's different competitors that do part and parcel what you do, but there's not a competitor that does the holistic exactly what you do.
Right.
So when you're trying to educate the market to understand the differentiators, the values that Kajabi provides, what are some of the things that you focus in on that you feel are the greatest value differentiators for content creators and your customers?
Yeah, great question. What's great about Kajabi amongst all the other competitors out there is that we have this really robust community of 60,000 customers that have made it 0 to 1, have been incredibly successful. We have customers that have made over $100 million on this platform, right? So what's amazing is that this really robust community is very helpful. They all have this entrepreneurial mindset to understand what people have to go through in order to be successful, and they're there to help you along the way. And I think that community experience is just, really, really amazing and really important to have, because like being an entrepreneur is really, really hard, right? And having someone there and having the community there, having our customer service support team there as well to really just like push you and like motivate you to like become successful is like one of those things that I think is like a big differentiator than everyone else. On top of that, of course, it is our product. Our product is like next level in terms of like how we help people with their layout of the website, the courses, the funnels, the payment experience. So all those things are like top tier. And on top of that, we're now focusing on areas that our competitors are not willing to focus on because it's too hard to do, right? So audience building, really hard to do. One of those things that we're now taking on and internally building ourselves to help our customers. So we're going to launch this whole new product that's coming out very soon called Creator Studio, which is going to enable customers to take their course content, 1 hour, 2 hour course content, whatever it might be, and turn it into a 30-second, 60-second reel within a matter of minutes. And it's going to basically highlight the best parts of that video. You can select whether it's a vertical video or a horizontal video for a TikTok or YouTube, and then you can syndicate that content out to all your social sites all at once. We're going to also be able to take that video audio, transcribe it to text. You can like use that for email or a blog or tweets. So it's like
make it searchable.
Exactly.
Be able to translate it
Exactly.
into other languages with another Irvine partner,
Right.
Baritone, if I can have it converted in that respect.
Yeah.
Is there any type of also creative side of adding music or
That's
other
right.
captions and other things in
Yes.
the studio?
Yes, exactly. So that's something that we're going to work on next.
Right.
Is we're going to provide that last mile editor, so you can like add stickers, music, and other ways to like really improve the quality of that video that you're going to post for social. So it's one piece of content that becomes like 30 pieces of content that you can continually use to market your product. And that's something that our customers have been asking for. It's been a lot of work to do because they're watching the video trying to like edit it down. Like, no, boom, run it through our machine. Our AI decides what is the highlight of that video. You can, of course, edit it yourself, but all the options are there. And it takes you minutes to just like post that out. So, yeah.
What I've always loved about Kajabi is that all the other companies out there are basically capture and monetize, especially in the payment solution side of it, right? Like we make it easy for, a single David Meltzer that no one's ever heard of to buy like how to be a sports agent or how to change your life video. And I've always wanted a company that helped me not only with the capture and the monetization, but with the modification, the amplification, and the perpetuation.
Right.
Because now you get the exponentiality of the product itself. Beyond the studio, though, you have such a huge audience, and I always say that the great companies own their customers, and Kajabi owns their customers. What are some of the other things that you're seeing as raising money gets more challenging, getting customers, revenue, borrowing money, all of those things are getting more difficult? What do you see that the product can do or will do in order to help facilitate and relieve what other people are creating resistance towards?
Yeah, really good question. We're all about helping the middle class of creators, right? So
I love that.
That's
the mass.
Yeah. So, quite frankly, right now that middle class doesn't really exist. You have the 1% that's making all the money,
Right.
and then the 99% are not making enough money at all. They're not even making minimum wage. So, what we want to do.
Can I steal that, by the way, Sean Kim? Sean Kim, the president of Kajabi, the middle class of creators. That's what they're creating. I love it.
Right. And
You should run for president.
Thank you.
You already are president of a better country, Kajabi country.
And so, if you think about it, like, you only need 100 people to pay you $83 a month to make around $100K a year.
Yeah.
And so you don't need millions of followers.
You need 1,000 people to be rich.
Exactly.
Maybe so their kids don't even have to work.
Right.
I tell them all the time, people don't listen to me. I'm like, I have to interrupt you because this is really important and why it resonated with you when you said the middle class of creators.
Yeah.
My success as a creator came because I went to the people that are the best in the world, the Gary Vaynerchuks, who I was helping with the sports agency, and he offered to help me with my brand and my creation.
Right.
And my philosophy was, give me 2 ambassadors in year 1, 2 people that will give me 2 people, and I'll be the most successful, popular 70-year-old in 20 years. Even though I'm 50 today and nobody knows who I am, and guess what? It's happened a lot quicker because I'm the middle class.
I see.
Right? If I walk around Web Summit, 1 or 2 people stop and want my picture. Right? If Gary walks, he won't be able to get to the other side. But he's the 1% of the 1%.
Right.
There needs to be more middle-class Meltzers in the world.
Right.
But go ahead.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. I think that's essentially where the larger part of the creator economy lies. And unfortunately, the way it's built today is that it's not really sustainable, right? People are working so hard, spending so many hours a day creating content for social platforms, but they're not reaping the benefits. And the majority of them are making below minimum wage. So what we want to do is to really empower our creators to build a business off platform. So it's not about building a business on social, because they're not there to help you monetize and build a business. Like, they're there to for their own agenda, and they're a very different North Star than your North Star as a creator. So our goal is to help creators realize, hey, if you want to be able to build a sustainable business, you have to use social for building an audience. Take that audience to your own place of business off platform. This is where Kajabi comes in to provide the tools and services to essentially empower you to control your destiny, own your business end to end in terms of what messaging goes out, when emails are communicated, how to build out the courses you're offering, and how you price it, as well as the community experience itself. So all those experiences are part of that business model. Yeah.
Last question. Your business is also not only the middle class, as we stated, but it's the middleman. It's a perpetual middleman that exists that I think also a lot of people don't see the inherent value of what you provide in the product. So many people are just concerned about what they do live. And they're wasting all of this extra $100,000 a year they could have perpetually for the rest of your life that will inherently just grow itself.
Right.
And then other people also, so you have the people that just want live, and then other people just want the perpetual side of the revenue. Like, this exists, it's like a silo, SEO, this. But you're the middleman. You're the one that brings life to all 3 revenue sources. You can make money standing on a stage or sitting in a webinar or mastermind. But if you use your studio and capture it, you now can create courses, $47, $83 a month.
Right.
It will grow over time. Even if you only get 10 people a year, in 10 years, how many people have passive income of $100,000?
Exactly.
And everybody on earth can, if they put some attention, can get 10 people a year with the capability of your studio.
That's right.
So all 3 areas, not just what you do live, not just the training course, but the perpetual nature of all the different training courses. And you think about this. You also allow people, if they can't get 100 people in year 1, to have 10 courses
Right.
so easily from what they're doing already live.
Right, exactly.
For you, how do you help to educate the creators of the potentiality? Because I know people, millions of people are going to listen and watch this all around, and it's going to be an aha moment going, oh, I've been trying to be Gary Vee. I should try to be David Meltzer.
That's right.
Because I can do what David Meltzer does. Even David Meltzer can't do what Gary Vee does. But it gets to be millions.
Right.
When you go for that first 100,000,
Yeah.
it turns into millions, and people are like, oh my God,
Oh, yeah,
how
that's
did
right,
you
that's
do
right.
it? I
That's
did
right.
it through Kajabi.
Yeah,
How
that's
can
right.
we educate more people about that spectrum?
Yeah, that's something we're working on constantly when we're helping people realize that, you can build a really sustainable, really successful business by becoming your own brand, right? And using this platform as the back end. And we're basically empowering, the whole class of middle class of creators in order to do that. And, part of it is telling that story and saying, hey, for instance, there was this Google product manager. When he joined Google, he was there for about 3 years, constantly got questions around how to interview for Google, how do you prepare for it? And he realized he has a problem he could potentially solve for these potential employees. So he created a simple PowerPoint and then recorded himself explaining how to interview for Google, how do you prepare for it. Created a course on this, created a website on Kajabi, got up and running, $4 million a year.
Yeah, more
Right?
than he made at Google.
Yeah, exactly. So he quit Google and said, I'm going to do this full time. And this is passive income, right?
Yeah.
So and there's many examples of this.
And if you
Yeah.
and this is what I've learned.
Yeah.
Dave, I want to be a sports agent. If you keep hearing, how do I be a sports agent? How to be a sports agent? Do a video on how to be a sports agent.
That's right. Yeah.
And so you have an automatic research crew by what people think you're an expert at.
That's right.
By the questions that they ask.
That's exactly
And
right.
it's real money. It's amazing how much money you can make by using Kajabi, which makes it easy to be Kajabi, which makes it easy for me to realize how you have created over $4 billion in revenue for people, how you're worth over $2 billion from
right.
small company that was around the block from me. You got, though, to have the right people, and Kajabi has the right people, including its president, Chief Product Officer, Sean Kim. Thanks for taking the time here at Web Summit
Thank
from all
you.
your fans. And I can't wait to see your next course
Awesome.
on the middle class of content creation. You'll make millions. Don't leave Kajabi though, but go ahead, make some on the side.
Sounds good.
Wait till you see the middle class of content creation by Sean Kim, President and Chief Product Officer of Kajabi. If you haven't tried it out and you're a creator in the low class, the homeless class, go ahead, move up to the middle class, use Kajabi. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.